Disjunctions are compound claims of the form A or B. We looked at the logic of disjunctive claims in the propositional logic course. Here we're going to look at the valid argument forms that use the disjunction as a major premise. Either you're with me or you're against me. You're not with me, so you must be against me. This is a valid argument that uses a disjunction as a major premise. The basic valid argument form looks like this. A or B, not A, therefore B. A and B are the disjuncts. If you can show that one of the disjuncts is false, then the remaining disjunct must be true. Note that here we're negating A and inferring B, but this is arbitrary. You can just as easily negate B and infer A. In logic texts, this argument form is sometimes called disjunctive argument or disjunctive syllogism. Now what about this one? You're given a disjunction with four alternatives, four disjuncts. I say the first one, A, is false. What can I validly infer? Well, you can't infer that any specific one of the remaining alternatives is true. All that you can infer is that they can't all be false. So the inference looks like this. Eliminating one possibility just leaves the rest. Either B or C or D must be true. You can only arrive at a single conclusion if you can eliminate all of the remaining alternatives. This is how that argument would look. This is the basic logic behind any reasoning based on a process of elimination. We use this kind of reasoning every day, but you see it most prominently in areas like medical diagnosis or forensic research or detective work, or scientific reasoning generally, where you've got a range of possible hypotheses that might explain some piece of data, and you have to find additional clues or information that will narrow down the list of possibilities. And just to close, here's the basic valid argument form again with the names that it's normally given in logic texts. The term syllogism, by the way, comes from Aristotle's writings on logic. It's normally used to describe three-line categorical arguments like, all humans are mortal, Socrates is human, therefore Socrates is mortal. But sometimes it's used a bit more broadly, like in this case, to refer to any simple valid argument form that has two premises and a conclusion. Now, if you've looked at the tutorials on propositional logic, then you might be wondering about how the inclusive or exclusive or distinction factors in here. It is relevant, but we'll look at that in the next tutorial on invalid argument forms that use the or.